Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. If I destroy the image of a woman, I can then destroy the image of a man. That you don't think that the elites understood this concept? That's exactly what they did. See, back in the 60s and 70s, weren't men and women, weren't men dressing in suits and beautiful, handsome attire and outfits? Why were men dressing the way they were back then? You saw black men, colored men, white men wear beautiful tailored suits and classy, not just to go for a walk, just to go to the shop, just to go places. They would wear beautiful and nice, handsome suits and tailored outfits and button-up shirts and stuff. Why was that? Why did that culture exist? That's because the women wore beautiful dresses and classy outfits. So a man knew that to be able to approach a woman with that is classy and that is elegant and that's beautiful, they had to look presentable. That's why men wore the tailored stuff and all this stuff and to look nice and handsome and to be presentable, because they knew women were also looking classy and presentable. Satan did not like that at all, because he knew that if we stayed that way, we as colored people and white people would be in a better society. We would be really, really well educated. We would be well represented, and we would look sharp. He couldn't allow that. So what did he do? And what did he tell his people, the elites, to do? Did he tell them to come after the men? No. He told them to destroy the image of the woman. Because by destroying the image of a woman, you then destroy the image of a man. Because men look at women and say, okay, she looks this way, I need to present myself this way to even be able to approach her. Or men will say, oh, she looks this way, okay, I can approach her any way I like. That's what we have today. So what did they do? They said, how can we do this? How can we destroy the image of a woman so we can destroy the image of a man? How about rap music? How about pop music? How about entertainment? How about movies? How about media? We'll destroy the image of a woman through entertainment. And that's exactly what they did. Through movies, through rap videos, through pop music and pop videos, through commercials, they destroyed, through modeling, they destroyed the image of a woman. Less is more. Don't wear any clothes, look trashy, look all types of way. Booty shorts and all this stuff, and now on social media. So let's start twerking all over the place. I don't care if you have 3 kids and they're going to have to see this the rest of their lives. I don't care about none of that. Do it. And that's exactly what happened. They destroyed the image of a woman. And then what happened to the men? The men took off the suits. Then you went to long T-shirts and jerseys and sweatpants and tight T-shirts and belts and all types of sagging pants and because they were able to approach women that way now. Because a woman in booty shorts, does she want a man in a suit, or does she want a man with jeans sagging and with a white beater on, looking like a gangster with a bandana on? If you destroy the image of a woman, you destroy the image of a man. If I'm a man and I'm into wearing suits and wearing button-up shirts and vests and looking nice and dress shoes, but my wife, on the other hand, is into wearing all types of trashy outfits, what's going to happen to me? Well, first of all, people are going to look as if she is my daughter, or if she is my a prostitute, or I have paid her to be around me. That's how it's going to look, number one. Number two, if I stay with her long, I will then start to take off the suits and the classy outfits, and I will start to get into V-necks and T-shirts and shorts, and then I will start to get into other types of clothing eventually. Because every day I see the image of her, which then takes me out of my image that I like. And the elites knew this, and so they started to implement it. Destroy a woman's image and you destroy a man's image. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? You know, when I look back at those days in the 70s and the 60s, and you see men, hanging out on the block wearing suits, they're not threats. They're no threat to the cop. If you got men, I don't care if they're white or colored, if you have men on the block hanging out, jiving and jerking, as they used to call it, and they're in suits and tailored clothing and designer hats and looking presentable and looking presentable and talking presentable and educated, they're no threats to the cops. They're no threats to the New World Order. They're no threats to the elites. You see? And I'm meaning threat, meaning that you can't go up to them and think that they're doing something wrong. They are a threat the opposite way, because they are a threat to the whole agenda. If men are in suits, if men are in tailored clothing, if men are dressed nice, it doesn't have to be a suit, but it can be nice, dressed up, their pants aren't sagging, they're educated, they're well groomed. That's a threat to the New World Order. That's a threat to the agenda of the elites. But they're not actual threat to police officers, right? Now, people of today with sagging pants and outfits looking crazy and girls wearing all types of stuff, those are threats. Those come off as threats to the police officers. Why you think the police officers take their gun out so fast and start blasting? Because a guy's wearing, a white tee with a bandana on with sagging pants. They feel threatened. They don't know what you're going to do to them. I'm not making excuses for the cops, because that's ridiculous that you can even see somebody unarmed and shoot them 3,000 times. I mean, that's just ridiculous. But those type of people are a threat to the cops. A person in the suit, and guys in the suit on the block, they're no threat to the cops. They're a threat to the New World Order agenda. They're a threat to the elite society agenda. That's the reason why they had to destroy the women and make the women sell out so they could destroy the men. All for their agenda of the New World Order. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? If you destroy the image of a woman, you destroy the image of a man. And that's exactly what they did. Now we're going to go into a New World Order where everything is chaos. And one of the big reasons why is because they destroyed the image of a woman, which then destroyed the image of the man. Eyes open.